We'll start again to prepare cash flow from our table. We finished first step, income statement, and also finished owner equity statement, the second statement step. Third step, we finished balance sheet before to take the break. Okay, so now we will finish our statements to prepare by building or prepare cash flow statements. This is the last one statement you require in the exam to know and understand. And I will repeat to make sure everyone understand, no missing anything, okay? So we will use this, as I told you, this section we use it to prepare income statement. This section we use to prepare owner equity statement. This section we use it to prepare balance sheet statement. And this section, the last one, we will use this data to prepare cash flow. So cash flow here, as we know, cash flow consists from 3 sections. Who can tell me the sections? The first one.
There's operating activities.
Operating activities, right?
Financing activities.
Second section, financing activity, right?
And investment activities.
And the third one, no, second section, investment activities. Third section, financing activities. And the order. First section,
okay,
operating activities. Second section, investment activities. Third section, financing activities. Again, cash flow consists from 3 sections. First section, operating activities. That's the main line of the business, money coming in your business. As I told you before, if you own some small business like restaurant, the main line in your operating activities, customer coming in your business and they pay and spend the money in your business. That's the main line. This the first section, operating activities. Second section, investment activities. Investment activities like to buy long-term assets like land or building or gym or something like this, and invest, resell again, or keep it to use a long time as a land. This investment activities. The third one, financing activities. Financing activities by yourself to take money from bank or make stock issue. That's financing investment. Financing activities. Financing activities. Okay? So here we will write down cash flow statement. Cash flow statement. First, company name. Second, statement name. Third line, time. What time you prepare this statement? End of the month, during the month, in the quarter, what time? Sorry?
In the month?
In the month. So, cash flow statements, we prepare this statement in the period time or a specific day. Who can tell me? Don't use a mobile language.
I would say end of a certain date. If you do a balance sheet for a certain time. But I think cash flows is over a certain period.
Cash flow in any period, but balance sheet in the specific days. So you prepare income statement, owner equity, cash flow during your business work, during your business. Like you can prepare after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, quarter, but the balance sheet in the point You prepare the balance sheet to the point, in the specific date. You have to prepare balance sheet after the end of the month. The end of the month, like January, 31 January, 31 February, 31 March, the end of the month. But the rest the statement you have to prepare in the during the period your business work. Don't use mobile. Did you hear me?
Don't use what?
Don't use your phone.
Oh.
You have to rise. Attention, guys. Okay, so we will use these data to prepare cash flow statement. Who will come? Christian, Chris, Aaron.
We've done our time, we're done.
Okay.
I've done mine too.
Huh?
So I've done mine too.
Me or you?
I've already done.
Okay, no, he
You
record.
can engineer that and make that stand up, Edgar. You can't
No, he record. You can't do that. You can't.
get, all you
do
gotta
that.
do is put a book down
For book what down for what?
and hold up the phone.
Okay?
Shift the laptop over.
No. Okay. Don't worry. Okay, we will use first one. Cash flow from operating activities. This is the part, the first section. Cash flow from operating activities. Cash received from customers. So in the table, if you go here, cash flow received from the customer. This operating activities, because money coming in my business, received from the customer. And cash received from the owner equity, the owner is the financing. So where is here investment? Where is here? Which data I will put under the investment side or section? I have good guys here.
Expenses and land.
Which one? Investment.
Land.
Perfect. Investment land, because this is long-term assets. I have to use this to investment. I put this under investment operating activities, under investment or activities, under investment activities. And the cash received from the owner, I will use this data to put under financing activities, under section financing activities. Okay? So here, first one, I will use receipt from the customers because money coming in my business, this operating reflect or represent operating activities. This data, cash paid for land, this reflect or represent for investment, investment activities, and this for financing activities. So what about the paid for expenses? Cash paid for expenses. Who will tell me?
I'm gonna say operating, because it's something you need to operate the business.
What we have?
I don't know.
What we have? What we have? This cash received from the owner for financing. Cash received from the customer for operating activities. Cash paid for expenses. Where I will build this data? Under what? Under what section?
Financial activities?
Sorry?
Financial activities?
No.
So it was operating activities.
Operating activity, customer received
Oh.
cash, customer from.
I guess
Here is the same. Cash paid, because money going out or money going coming in my business under operating activities. Got it? Again, money coming in as receipt from the customer or creditors, received any money from others, that's put under operating section. And if you buy something or spend something under also operating system, except if you spend to buy land or assets, long-term assets, that's under investing activities. Okay? So here, see, cash received from customer, operating activities. Section 1, cash follow from operating activities. Received from customer, cash received from customers, $251,000, and deduct cash paid for expenses under also operating activities, 210. See, operating activities, two sections, one section under two items. Net cash flow from operating activities after subtract this number. I have here the total number called net cash flow from operating activities. After you finish each section, you have to figure out how's the total for this section. This is the total. So net cash flow from the operating activities, the total here number $41,000. Subtract cash received from the customer, subtract any cash going out your business, spend it. So subtract this number from this number, give you the total number section. Close your phone. Close your phone. Don't use your phone. All of this. Nobody use your phone. Did you hear me? Repeat again. So after you got the number from each section, you have to figure out the total number for each section, because you will use this number to subtract or to count, to give you the net number. So after I finish cash flow operating activities here, this section equal, I count this number, subtract from that any money going out my business, give me this number, $41,000. And then I will go to the next section, cash flow from investing activities. Cash flow from investing activities. So cash payments for purchased land. Here I invest in this land. How much I invest? 80,000. You have to subtract this number because you spend the money to purchase this land, to take this land, to take these assets. So here, money going out your business. So you have to subtract this number from this number. Okay? So first number we got it, obtain it, 41,000 from the operating activities. Second number from investment activities, buy land, because we spend $80,000 to obtain this land, to use it as assets or the long-term assets investment. Then I will go for the last section to prepare or to know what I have financing. Here is the last section, cash flow from financing activities. Financing activities. So how much here? Cash received from owner as a financing. If you go back in our table, I give to you cash flow, cash received from the owner as a financing. Okay? Owner take money from the bank or anybody like his family or after divided or he has also money, he want to finance this money. Okay, if you take the money from the bank, that's called financing. So you have to put down under financing activities section. The last one. Well, see here. See, cash received from the owner. And as I told you, rely or pay attention when I tell you or give you the data or information about the owner. You will use this data to prepare cash flow or to prepare owner equity before. If you go back here, you see the difference. See the difference? Investment by owner. Investment by owner for $50,000. This reflect for what? Investment. Okay? For the owner equity section. Here I give you cash receipts from the owner. That's mean I give you the answer 2 here from this table. To prepare cash flow. This will put in financing activities. Okay? And also, see, I changed this color to blue for the cash balance ended from May 1, 2018. I will use this number, the last one, added with the cash flow for April. Okay? You will see it. Okay? So, I have under this section, cash flow from financing activities, $50,000, as we saw before in the table, $50,000, and deduct any withdraw, because this under this section financing, deduct withdraw. How much is the withdraw? Do you remember? 30,000. We use this number in the owner equity. Do you remember that? 30,000. So I have deduct under financing activities again. I would receive any money from owner as a financing. Here 50,000. Deduct or subtract any withdraw $30,000. Give me net cash flow from financing. As I told you, after each section, see, after each section, you have to count and give me the total net cash flow from operating activities. Like this. Cash flow, net cash flow here. Net cash flow from financing activities. This, $20,000. So subtract this number, give this number, and count this number. $41,000 minus $80,000 plus $20,000. Give me $19,000. And then I will use the information that I give it to you in the table May with blue line. Did you remember? Give it to me. 72. Here. $72,050. I will use this, add it, because this for the last year, last year in 2018, I will use it to put it in 2019. All of these together with, put it to the owner, because this capital or this cash for the owner from each year. If I prepare this from 3 years, I will add from 3 years, from 2018, 2017, 2016. If I have this number, I will add it here. But I have 2018. That means I take it, this number to add in this statement plus, because this cash coming from the last year, 2018, and put it in this year, 2019. Give it to me. See here, 41,000 minus 80,000 minus 20,000. Give it to me, $19,000. Subtract this number, cash from May 1, 2018, $72,050. You need $53,050. Do you remember this number? As I told you, did you see this number before? $53.50? Where?
Income statement, right?
No. What's the statement before this?
Owner equity. No, balance sheet.
Yes. As I told you, as I mentioned before, must the cash in the balance sheet statement equals the cash flow
Oh.
statement number. If this number not equal, you make mistake. You have to go over for each statement to realize or to see what mistake I did. So that's why I told you each statement connect with another statement. Each statement connect. If the any statement have you mistake, you will effect for another statement. The same effect, mistake. So the number will be different. But if the number equal like this, give you good answer. You go make good grade. You make good or correct work. So this number, reference for you. If this number, the same number in the balance sheet, that's telling you.
That was the cash.
Yes, cash of April 30, 2019. That's why I changed the color to pay attention here. See, in the balance sheet, if you go over the balance sheet, where is the balance sheet? See, cash. Here, 53,050 cash. Equal cash because this asset. Equal cash here. See? Must. Take picture. Would you like to repeat again?
I think we're good.
Any question? Everyone got? So now clear, right? Who can come in the whiteboard? Why? It's clear and easy. We use that data from the table. I just give it to you and put it. Just copy paste. So what's the problem?
It's complicated. The other three statements that we didn't have like more than 2 addition and
But
subtraction.
just we will use all the information in the right side in the table to prepare this statement. Here, I will use this. Just except one, I will use it from the last one, the balance sheet. That's it, it's clear. I will use cash received from the customer under operating activities. Use land under investment. Use financing received from the owner under financing. And subtract cash paid for expenses from customers. From here, from cash received under the operating activities. It's easy. And the total, and I will use also this down under one added, and the total number for the cash flow supposed to be must the equal number cash in the balance. That's it here. Okay, got it? So now we finished all the financial statements. If you have questions, let me know. We finished income statements, we finished owner equity, we finished balance sheet, we finished cash flow. I will repeat, just review fast, and I will ask you. Income statement, how many sections consist from income statement?
You have the fees earned, the expenses, the total expenses, and then the income.
Yes, fee earned or revenue. Revenue first, subtract expenses, give it to me net income. Loss is the minus, profit is the positive.
So it's just 2 sections, right?
Yes, just 2 sections. Second one, owner equity. How many sections in the owner equity?
4.
Forgot. So first one,
Capital,
capture.
investment,
Mhm.
net income withdrawal.
Net income. If the net income profit, I will add it. If the net income loss, I will subtract. And withdraw. Give it to me what? The total. The total what?
The total, you know what total will give you?
Yeah.
Owner's equity.
Yes, the total owner equity. I will use this, the total owner equity, to prepare what?
Balance sheet.
Balance sheet, perfect rest. And how many sections the balance sheet corner? How many sections in the balance sheet? Yes, how many sections? No? Three sections. As I count the equation, assets in the left side and the right side, two sections, liabilities and owner equity. Give it to me. Give it to me the total number, assets, liabilities, the owner equity. These numbers must to equal. If they equal, my balance sheet correct. And then I will use the cash in the balance sheet, supposed to be the number cash under the asset, must to equal the cash flow number in the cash flow statement. Got it? Okay. Camera close.